Hello, this is USA News Today. Breaking news is
Gagel voting in France is underway in the first round of parliamentary elections. The election, called to widespread surprise by President Emmanuel Macron, has thrown French politics into disarray. Support for the anti-immigration and Eurosceptic National Rally Party has surged despite President Macron's pledges to stop its rise. The far-right National Rally is widely expected to come in first place in the 577-member National Assembly, Parliament's lower house, but it remains unclear if the party will secure an outright majority. The shape of the new parliament will only become clear after the second round of voting on July the 7th. Well, let's have a look at some live pictures from Paris with voters arriving at the polls this morning. It's 9 o'clock in Paris. Voting began an hour ago. Now we can also speak to Chris Bachman, our reporter, who's at a polling station in the south of France, and Chris, has been a steady stream of voters there since you arrived at 8 o'clock. It started with a lot of people in at the top of the hour, and then of course is now slowed down, but we expect there will be a lot of people. There's a lot of evidence that with proxy voting that there's going to be a big turnout for this election because it is so important. We've talked about this many times in the past about the far-right gaining ground, but this time it really could be on the verge of taking power here, and as you mentioned, there's so many issues at stake. They've already said that in the last few days, if they take power, people with dual nationality won't be able to have certain positions in government, and that's already caused a bit of a storm. They've also said that the French president, who normally has the final say on foreign policy, well, that's no longer the case as well. And in terms of who runs the military, well, the far-right says they do. So there's going to be a big constitutional battle very quickly if the far-right gets an absolute majority. Why am I introduced? Because it's so important. Outside Paris is where the extremes are. Paris usually goes with a moderate center, but it's outside where the far-right does extremely well.
Well, the above is today's latest weather information for the local area and surrounding area. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next installment.